My name is Girish Ramachandran. I head growth markets for TCS, which include Asia Pacific, India, Middle East, Africa, and Latin America. I also head public services globally for TCS. So I recently participated at the Learning at INSEAD Summit on Sustainability. And we had a fascinating panel. We had 3 sets of people coming in and speaking. One was on renewables and what renewables, the whole idea of energy and energy transition. The second one was all about technology and how technology can enable sustainability. And the third one is on what regulations are there and how does the financial community help through this energy transition. The single most thing that we need to get in our head is that profit is not a bad word as far as business is concerned. It is very important to be profitable so that profit can be repurposed and embedded back into the organization for a meaningful purpose. In that context, if you look at technology I believe can answer a whole lot of problems. It is important for one to look at how technology can enable the whole energy transition. So in our case, we have been doing a whole lot of work in this space. For example, we have a product by which we can measure the carbon footprint and we can measure the scope 1, scope 2 and scope 3 emissions. Similarly, we are working with some of our customers to help them become more sustainable by using technology through their entire supply chain. So it's a question of how we are able to use technology to enable sustainability. And it is important for us to start using technology for the larger ESG context. I do think that every business has to put a goalpost out there. They need to put a place where they want, what is a North Star that they want to reach. And it is important that businesses drive the change. It is important that the management picks the change and they drive the change. Then the whole organization will essentially embrace it much faster. One of the things that I found out in my own leadership team was that people have been working in their own cocoons for a very long time and they've not got exposed to what the real life outside means. I wanted to give them an impetus on what an education environment will bring them to. And that's why I brought my entire leadership team for a program which spread over a few months. Essentially, the whole idea was to rethink strategy, but also seeing how that strategy can be executed well into the system. I think the future of learning will be continuous learning, will be lifelong learning. It will no longer, we have worked in a system where the first 20 years of our life we were learning and then we went back and then we started working somewhere. And then that carried us through the next 40 years. The future is all going to be embedding back learning through the next 40 years of your career and where to insert it so that you keep reskilling yourself and upskilling yourself.